Hello and welcome to Market House, a podcast where we talk all things Disney. My name's Caleb.
And I'm Caitlin.
And this week we talk about Toontown getting delayed.
Avatar coming to the West Coast.
And date night at Disneyland. Let's dive in. All right, this is episode number 70. And I can't believe we've hit 70 episodes.
That's so exciting.
Feels like such a big number. It's about the age that I'll be close to retiring, maybe 80. I'll have 10 more years of working. But no, it's been a busy one.
Mm-hmm.
We've been super busy at work. I have been. Caitlin's been.
Same.
And it's the time of year where my brain's fried by 5, 6 p.m. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
And, then we want to, do this stuff. And it's just a lot.
Yeah. And we've been searching for furniture, which has been a very hard task.
I didn't think it was going to be this hard. So again, we were totally lucky enough to have a lot of friends and family when we moved out. We got married.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot of, stuff that was gifted to us, and just lucky enough to have a bunch of friends and family that just were getting rid of furniture, right?
Yeah.
Which is awesome. But we're grown up now, right? We're grown
Right.
up. Our tastes are changing.
Yep.
And so we need some new furniture. And it's very hard.
Mm-hmm.
We've bought a few things when we moved out for the first time. Things have gotten more expensive. And I also don't want to buy complete junk because it's going to break in, the next 6 to 12 months. But I also don't want to buy something that's like $8,000 for a table.
Yeah.
It's like wood and 4 legs, people.
We've been looking at a couple TV stands and a couple couches and sofas, and it's insane to me just how expensive some couches are. We saw one that we loved. It was this light gray color, and it just had normal modern pegs on it.
Yeah.
And it was how much was $6,000 or something?
$6,000. So we walked into one store, walked in, we looked at 2 couches, okay, we're done. Let's leave.
You know what? And if you have a $6,000 couch, good for you.
Yeah.
Because they're so pretty. But
and I think, I think if I was prepared for this, I maybe could understand, but I just didn't know what to expect. And now I'm so the average couch is $4,000. That's fantastic. So anyways, it's
first
that
world problems.
Exactly.
Over here.
It's that plus other things you need to buy. If it was just that, it'd be easier to digest, I guess. But
yeah.
Anyways, we say a lot to say. If you guys have any recommendations for good furniture, stuff that's lasted you guys a long time, any recommendations would be helpful because we're lost out here.
Yes, please let us know. Because again, we don't really have a lot of expertise in the area.
Not a lot of experience in the old furniture shopping.
No.
Good grief. Okay, hey, before we dive into that news, please consider leaving a review on Apple Podcast. And Spotify, giant help to the show.
Yes.
Always appreciate you guys that have already taken the time out to do that. Thank you so much. And thank you in advance if you're going to do that for us.
Yes, we really appreciate you doing that.
Yes. And we also have a newer way of supporting the show. You can use our Getaway Today link, which is linked here, and also on Instagram and some kind of story highlight, correct?
Yes, it's labeled codes, and if you just click on that highlight, it'll take you to a story that has been saved on there. All you do is click the link, put the code in, and it'll take you directly to the website.
Yeah, Market House 10 is that code. It's going to save you $10 on your next Southern California vacation package. And Getaway Today already saves you money, so it's a $10 additional dollars.
Which is awesome.
Not just $10, right?
Yeah.
Wow, it's going to cost me $5,000 now, $4,990?
Hey.
It's more than that. It's going to discount even more.
Yes.
Believe me. So use that. It supports the show, and it also saves you some cash. And if they had a code for furniture, I'd use it. But they don't. All right, let's dive into that news. All right, our first news story takes place kind of in boring land. Let me tell you why. It was Disney's Q1 earnings call. For people like me who like this kind of stuff, I'm oh yeah, let's dive in. I'm reading everything, every news article,
Yeah.
Disney's, documentation. But Caitlin's don't care, bro. But some really important stuff did come out of this meeting, this earnings call. And Iger was back at the helm. It was his first one since joining the company again. And he always kills it. Always does a fantastic job at these things. So, first point we have, let's get through the boring stuff first, then we'll dive into the fun stuff. Parks performed extremely well. So that's good news for us park goers. 21% increase from last quarter. Revenue was $8.7 billion for the first quarter of this fiscal year.
That's good, I think, right?
That's a lot of money.
For them? Is it a
Yeah,
lot?
that's
Okay.
a lot of money. So last quarter was around $7 billion.
Whoa.
8.7, so nearly $9 billion. And someone made a good point. They said this is with capped attendance. So they made $8.7 billion, turning some people away, saying you can't get a park reservation.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So made a ton of money. Disney Plus lost around 2 million subscribers. First time they've lost subscribers. It was expected, I guess. They were expected to lose around 3 million. So it's actually better than expected. And they're losing still about $1 billion a quarter on this new service. So they're bleeding money. It was expected, but I think investors are getting a little tired of it, right? So in response to this, Disney's cutting about $5.5 billion from the budget, $3 billion from content, so maybe less originals and stuff coming to Disney Plus, less movies coming out in the next couple of years, and $2.5 billion in non-content cuts. Unfortunately, layoffs are part of this cut.
This is such a bummer, too.
It is a bummer. So they say about 7,000 Disney employees in the coming weeks are going to get laid off. That's about 3% of their workforce. Josh D'Amaro did say they don't expect to cut from their hourly park employees.
Okay.
So I think the frontline people, the people you're interacting with every day, I think they're safe. It's not for sure, but that was communicated by executives. I think it's going to be your salaried employees at the parks, possibly, so management, right? And I know the studios are probably going to get whacked pretty hard just because they've been performing pretty poorly. The last few movies have not done very well. And so, yeah, it's a bummer. Well, anytime layoffs are involved, it's
I was just going to say that. It doesn't matter like what pay grade you are. It's just that's a really big bummer.
For sure.
And I feel bad for all the families and
yeah. So yeah, thinking about them. But some better news was shared at this event. At this meeting. We will be getting a Toy Story sequel. So Toy Story 5 is being developed. Zootopia 2 and Frozen 3. So all sequels coming to you at a theater near you. And Iger's clearly wanting the studios to focus on making like hits. So they want something that's going to print money. As you know, the last few movies have not done very well from Disney Animation. What was the last one we watched?
Turning Red?
No, that was Pixar. This was we saw it in theaters around Thanksgiving. We did not like it. No.
What was it?
No. That was the last one. It was the one about the family and they were traveling. They're travelers, a family of travelers. The dad is a traveler, adventurer. I don't remember the name.
I forgot.
Yeah, it was that forgettable. So it wasn't very good. And yeah, so they've had some kind of duds in the last couple of years. And so I think he's wanting some more confirmed, verified hits.
I have to say, I'm not really excited about these. Maybe Toy Story 5, but I'm honestly worried that it's going to stretch too far and people are going to be like,
That's a fair assessment.
Zootopia was okay to me, so I'm not too stoked about this.
I love Jason Bateman.
Yeah, Caleb likes Zootopia. I'm not the biggest fan. And Frozen 3. I love Frozen, the first one. It was amazing. Number 2.
Our buddy Josh Gad. Come on.
Love Josh Gad too. Frozen 2, I am good with never watching that again. Caleb likes it. I, however, do not. So I'm really hoping that they can do something with Frozen 3 and kind of turn it into something, but who knows?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Some good music will come out of it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They do kill the music. Okay.
Oh, you're talking about Strange World.
Strange World.
That's what it is.
Thank you. Okay. Not good. Don't watch it. Next, Disneyland is also getting an Avatar experience. We don't know what that means. More details are coming later, but I don't know what this means. Caitlin had a great,
theory.
A theory. I'm sad if it comes true, but I think it's a good one.
Yeah, well, it kind of sparked me to think about it because I actually saw a lot of negative response regarding this. Like, people aren't really wanting this idea or a possible land to come. It was on Instagram. People were kind of like, we don't really care about that. Like, don't bring that over here. Like, Disney's for the original stuff.
Oh, get out.
That's what I was saying. So I thought if this were to come, which I would be very excited about, I feel like, which makes me sad, that they are going to get rid of Critter Country area, meaning Pooh, Hungry Bear, Pooh's Corner. I think they're going to recreate that into something else because if you think about it, Tiana's Bayou Adventure is technically not going to be associated with it's not going to be associated with Winnie the Pooh. That doesn't make sense.
My understanding, I don't know if this was official, if this is everyone's understanding, is that it will be absorbed by New Orleans Square.
Right.
Since that makes the most sense.
Which doesn't make sense to have a whole land, Critter Country, aka for just Winnie the Pooh. So I think, honestly, if they are going to do something, it's going to be in that area.
Wow.
Which makes me terribly sad because I never want them to get rid of that ride and that store. It's my favorite. So just an idea.
It's sad.
But yeah, let us know what you think. Where do you think?
Yes.
What do you think Disney's going to do with it? Do you think they're going to create a land? Do you think it's going to be a show? Like, what do you think is going to happen?
My prediction on Twitter was It's going to be a 3D movie in the Tomorrowland Theater.
I wish they would. No, I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
I was going to say something on Main Street that I'm not a big fan of.
Okay, yeah, don't rile people up. Okay. Finally, right after the earnings report, Nelson Peltz, if you don't know that name, don't worry about it, but he basically said that he's ending the proxy battle. He was basically a very rich man who was causing some trouble for Iger, saying, hey, I bought a ton of your stock. I'm going to cause some issues if you don't change XYZ. And he was going to create some problems for Iger. And since Disney's bringing back the dividend and making some spending cuts, Peltz was like, you know what? We're good, man. You did what I wanted. So he's out of the picture. So Iger, good news for the company. Good news for Iger. It was a distraction, and now he can focus on building Disney.
All right, last up, we have some very interesting news regarding Toontown. It looks like the Toontown date for reopening has been pushed.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be opening March 8th, but has now been moved to March 19th because of those stupid storms.
You know what? I feel very okay, I know a ton of people were ready to go for that opening weekend. I feel so bad for all the people that planned.
I know, so out-of-state people.
Oh my gosh, we know so many people that are going that weekend, and they just moved. They're like, oh yeah, sorry. And I'm like, oh,
that's rough. So all that rain delayed construction, and Caitlin said she heard someone saying that they were so it doesn't surprise them because when they rode Runaway Railway, it smelt like fresh paint. Like they were just in there an hour ago.
They're just running behind a little bit. So again, I feel bad, but again, I know that they're doing it for the right reason. Obviously, it's not ready, so they need some extra time. But it is a bummer for everyone that scheduled that. Yeah.
So if you were affected, let us know if you were planning a weekend trip. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. Toontown's going to look good, and looking forward to seeing the finished product. All right. That music only means one thing.
Caleb's going to lose this week.
Oh, ouch.
Disney trivia.
I was, some offensive remarks over there by the girl that lost last week. So let's see if you can come back and beat me, the reigning trivia champion.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
All right, Caleb, are you ready for your first question?
I think so.
All right, first up. Who was the actor that received the first Golden Globe nomination for voicing a character in a Disney animated film?
That's mean. Caitlin in the car earlier said, I'm going to bring it this week, and you're bringing it.
I'm bringing it.
Golden Globe for voice acting in a Disney animated film.
Yes, who received the first Golden Globe nomination for voicing a character in a Disney animated film?
Oh my gosh. Oh man. James Earl Jones.
Nope.
Am I way off?
Yes.
So this happened probably way before then? Before Lion King?
I don't think so, no.
Really?
I don't really, yeah.
Oh.
It's someone I love. That'll give you a big clue.
What?
I love this person.
David Spade.
What?
Just kidding. I don't know. I was thinking Emperor's New Groove.
No.
I don't know. I'm just going to say I don't know.
All right. The answer is Robin Williams.
Oh, Genie.
For the Genie.
Isn't that awesome? That's fantastic. Okay. All right. That makes sense.
Okay. Next up. What was the name of the supposed 5-year-long cruise that would house the entire human race until the Earth would be a viable planet for sustainable life in the movie WALL-E?
Noah's Ark. Oh, just kidding.
Okay.
I was thinking boat, all that stuff. Okay. WALL-E. I don't know.
Oh, what was your answer?
No.
What was the name of the 5-year-long cruise?
I legit have no clue.
I told you I'm bringing it hard.
That's mean, man. What is it?
The Axiom.
Whatever.
Do you know the name of the company? You should know this.
By and Large?
Yes.
I knew that.
I knew I should have asked that question. Okay, good. Yep. Thank you for coming.
All right. I'll remember this. Okay. Soon I'm going to be like, how did Walt Disney tie his shoes? See if you can get that one. Okay. Wow. That was my first 0 for 2, I think.
Yep. I told you.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Okay, Caitlin, you are up next. Here we go.
Okay.
Variously featuring a Brontosaurus or T-Rex in its logo, what is the 6-letter name of the fictional company whose gas stations appear in Pixar's Toy Story and the Cars franchises?
Dynaco.
Okay. That was too easy. Fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It was a softball. Here we go. Question number 2. Before they starred together in Frozen, Idina Menzel and Kristen Bell both auditioned to voice which lead in Disney's 2010 film? I kind of asked that weird, but basically they tried out for the same character years before they got Frozen. Which character did they audition for? and didn't get it.
Rapunzel?
Yes, dang it.
Well, I'm like, they have to be able to sing, obviously.
Okay. Well, fantastic. Caitlin went 2 for 2. I went 0 for 2. I don't even know why I play this game. It's not even fun.
Okay.
No, congratulations, Caitlin. You get bragging rights for the next week, and we'll see you next time. We will battle it out next time with very tough questions.
Okay, you know what we're going to do? Have to do one time? We're going to open these up to listener questions because...
Oh, gosh.
I want to be able to do that because sometimes people have really good ones.
They do.
And
let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, in the next couple weeks... We're going to open it up.
Yeah, I'm going to put a box up, and I want you guys to give us the hardest questions.
Give me at least one easy one, and then a hard one.
Yeah.
Just to warm me up.
I'll have to be like, say like kidding. For Caleb or Caitlin so that we can look at it.
You guys ask us what you want to ask.
I'm so excited.
Okay, good.
Okay. This episode of Market House is brought to you by Wishes & Co. Hey everyone, I just wanted to jump on here really quick to tell you about Wishes & Co. They have the perfect apparel and jewelry for your next trip to the parks or just around the house.
Shop Wishes & Co. for theme park inspired magical apparel and jewelry. Take 15% off your entire order for the month of February with code MarketHouse15. Go to wishesandco.com to see more and redeem your code today. Right, and that brings us to our main segment of this week's episode, and that is love. Love is in the air. It's Valentine's Day. If you're listening the day this comes out, Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And Caitlin's...
I love Valentine's Day.
Okay, quick story. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I recently, so speaking of furniture and fun adult things, I had to order a fridge last week. So I called Costco and I had a question really quick before I ordered it. And I'm talking to this very nice lady, and we're talking fridges and weird things.
Yeah.
And then she goes, "You're married, right?" At the end of the conversation. I'm like, yeah. Why? And she goes, "Well, just heads up. Valentine's Day is next week."
It was so cute.
I was all, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
So she was just looking out for me, reminding me that I'm supposed to treat you nice.
Yeah. And it's not even that. Like, I'm not like, we don't ask for anything. Or it's just something about like, it's just a day just to be extra lovey.
Oh, yes.
Just more hugs. And
we all love it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Okay. So yes, Valentine's Day is coming. It's the time of love, time of, partnering up. And you know what? You have Valentine's Day with your family. If you don't have a special one right now.
Yeah.
Your dog.
With yourself. Watch your favorite movie. Have some C's candy.
A self-love day. Take care of yourself.
Self-care.
I love it.
We love it.
So we thought it'd be fun to share what a perfect date night at Disneyland looks like for the both of us.
Yeah, for Valentine's Day.
So we'd love to hear ideas too. Before we dive in and share all our fun things, send them over on Instagram.
Yes.
So if you're like, you didn't cover this was a awesome idea, share it with us.
Yes, because we definitely do forget things.
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Let us know. So definitely send us some things over that you guys would love to do or...
On a nice romantic evening.
Yeah.
At Disneyland.
I'm so excited to hear yours.
These are the moments where I really wish we were local because we could just like sneak off for a date night at Disney.
Yeah, same here.
So we do date weekends.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready.
All right, let's get into this. Okay, so do you want to go first? I'll go first.
You go first.
I'll go first.
I'm so excited to hear yours, so you go first.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, totally planned this for you. We have not shared this with each other yet, and let's dive into it.
All right.
Okay, so Caitlin, we're gonna start off. This all starts around right before dinner time. Okay, both of our nights.
Okay.
That only makes it fair. We got to put some time limits. So, mine's gonna start off with riding Winnie the Pooh. Aww. It's Caitlin's favorite ride, and we don't know how long it's gonna last with Avatar coming. Okay. So, we're gonna ride Winnie the Pooh together.
That's not confirmed, by the way.
Okay, yeah. I know. People are gonna be like, "Did you hear? It's going." Winnie the Pooh, and then we're gonna head over to Alice because that area at night is so nice.
It's beautiful.
You've got the Mad Hat, or what's it called?
The Matterhorn?
No. The Mad Tea Party.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And all the lights and the greenery. It's so beautiful.
It's a very nice time. When the sun's setting, it's just so magical. So that's my favorite ride. We'll hit Caitlin's ride first, my favorite ride. So we just get our favorite rides in that night.
Okay.
Okay. Then, really quick, hold on. Before I go to my next point, I wrote it down. Just really quick, Caitlin posted a picture from the area of Alice in Wonderland recently, and it was so cool to see so many people, that's their favorite ride. I thought I was like one of a few.
Same here. because it's not something that normally a lot of people talk about.
Yeah, no one talks about like, oh, we rope dropped Alice in Wonderland, or we stayed in line for 60 minutes at Alice.
People love Alice, which made us so happy because it's one of literally our favorite rides. We have to ride it every trip.
Yes.
So
it is so good. So anyways, yes, sidetracked, but yes, riding Alice. And then this is a curveball. This is something I think I'm going to surprise you with. We're going to have professional pictures taken by someone around the park.
Okay.
So I know there's services out there, people on Instagram that say, hey, I'm a photographer. I'll come in, take pictures of you.
I would love that.
Right?
Oh my gosh, you're so cute.
Yes, I'm not a huge fan. This is why Caitlin's probably like reacting the way she is. I don't like taking pictures that much. I'm not so different than some people out there. But I just don't like it.
You're so cute.
Well, I just don't like sitting there and like my cheeks start to hurt when I'm smiling. And then I'm like, oh, the sun's in my face. So I've got to turn this way. And it's just a lot of work.
Okay. Well, I think you're adorable.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that. Okay. So we're going to have pictures taken. We're going to look at two little cuties out there. Okay. Sorry. Again, really quick story. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place tonight. We're recording later than usual, so I'm a little delirious. There was these cute two little girls at the parks with their moms.
They were so
cute. In the line for Alice in Wonderland.
Yes.
So we're sitting there watching them, and they're having a great time. You can tell it's they're friends, right? These two girls. And the mom goes to take a picture of them.
They have to be like, what, 3?
Maybe 4. No, a little older than that.
Little.
4.
Okay.
And the mom goes to take a picture of them. Instead of saying smile, she goes, cuties.
So now we always do that.
And so the two little girls are all cuties.
They're so cute.
They're very
so
cute. Okay.
Back to our date night.
Back to our date night. I'm all over. I'm sorry. Before we leave the park, we're going to stop on Main Street and go for a little shopping trip.
Oh.
So I'm sure you're going to pick out a sweatshirt or some ears, but something to spice the night up, have something fun, something new to wear.
Okay.
All right. Next up, we're going to dinner at Napa Rose.
Oh.
At the Grand Californian Hotel. We've only been there once. We went for a date night. And we were dating.
Mm-hmm.
We were dating. We weren't, so we used to stay at Caitlin's family's house in Costa Mesa, borrow their car, drive up, go to the parks. Just dating days. So anyways, that's the last time we went. It's been years. Mm-hmm. So I owe you a dinner there. And we do it, I think
it was like our 3 years.
Really?
We went there.
So it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, so if you haven't been to Napa Rose, it's delicious. It's a very romantic restaurant. You can totally go in park clothes if you want to. No judgment there, but I would say 60-70% of the restaurant, people are dressed up for a nice evening out. And it's a little more expensive, but again, for nights like these, it's worth it.
Oh, I love that one.
Okay. Then after dinner, we're going to go watch World of Color in our reserved seats for the dessert party. We're going all out.
Okay.
Okay. In this reality, we have not bought a $7,000 couch.
Oh,
so we've got enough money to go do
this.
And then we'll end the night with drinks at Trader Sam's. Okay?
Okay. I love that place.
And then we'll stroll to our room at the Grand Californian with a park view.
Okay, of what?
And sit out on the balcony.
Park view of?
I'm going to say Pixar Pier.
Oh my gosh.
Because you love Pixar Pier.
I love that.
And then we're going to watch a movie.
Okay. Okay.
Or is a PG show?
I'm so...
Okay, what's yours? What's your date night?
So I'm so excited to tell you mine because ours are like very similar in some aspects, which I think is hilarious. This is how I know like we're literally meant
we're
to
locked
be.
in.
Yes. Okay. So as Caleb mentioned, mine's gonna start around the same time frame, like just before dinner. Like you have like a couple hours to work with before it's ready to eat. Okay. So my idea is we are gonna start off with coffee at Market House, aka Starbucks on Main Street, which is something that's kind of just turned into our tradition. Every time we go there, we always stop there first. We always get our coffee, like whatever it is, and we just kind of walk around. That's going to then lead into going shopping, and not a full-on shopping spree. Like we're just going to stroll through the stores with our coffee because sometimes it's just nice to walk around. It's like walking your own Target. You have your iced coffee. It's nice.
Okay.
Look at the new things because we love looking at merch. We love looking at the cast members making the treats. And remember those things that we just saw last time we were there? They're Nuddles. They're like caramel pecan.
They look delicious. I love the name Nuddles. It just makes me laugh. It sounds silly and made up. But I took a picture of them and then I was like, Caitlin, I'm going to buy you a bag of Nuddles. Then I walked over and I was like, they're like $22. And I was like, no, we're not buying Nuddles.
I'd love to try them though because they look delicious.
They look good.
Okay, so after we do a little perusing and drinking our coffee, I thought we could go ride both of our favorite rides. However, I put first, we're going to head over to Haunted Mansion because you love that ride. And then next, we're going to go over to Indiana Jones. and ride that because how much I know you love that ride.
It's a very romantic ride.
Well, I think it's fun.
Would you like a chiropractic adjustment?
I love that ride.
It's a great ride.
It's so fun. And this is without construction. There's no construction in the area.
Okay.
So it's just normal Indy
just
days.
like newly refurbed Disney, or I'm sorry, Indy maybe?
Yeah.
Just
like
brand
beautiful.
spanking
Everything
new.
works. The snake works. The rock works. Everything works. And Harrison Ford's inside.
Okay.
Okay. So after that, it's kind of getting dark. Our stomachs are getting hungry. But we have one more ride to do. And we are going to head over to Casey Jr.'s. I love riding this
train?
With
I love
you
it.
at night. For those who are like, Caitlin, that is a kid ride. What are you talking about? It is completely a kid ride, but it is so magical at night to ride that. It is beautiful. Like you're going around kind of like the track where it takes you through like Storybook Land Canal boats.
Yeah.
There's like an archway that the train goes through and it's all lit up. It's just really nice and relaxing. And Caleb and I just talked to each other the whole time that we're on it. So it's just fun. I love that one.
Okay. Let's do it.
So next, as I mentioned, we are hungry and we have reservations for dinner over at Wine Country in DCA. And this is, this restaurant goes back quite far for us. It is one of the earliest moments that I remember with us going to the park together when we were dating. You took me here. I believe I was trying to find the picture. I think it was in 2014 for the first time.
Oh my gosh.
And I remember I had on like the 2013 sweatshirt on. I had my ears on. We sat outside. We could see the pier. Like, I remember it was such a magical, like, I don't know, it's just a nice night. I loved it. So I'd love to go here. We can get pasta, the whole thing. There's free bread service still.
Oh my gosh, yeah. This is before they charge for bread.
Yeah. So I thought we would add the World of Color special dining to this. Now, before everyone goes, okay, we've already heard about this, I have some tweaks. This is going to be a Caitlin's special World of Color dining package. So this package includes different food items than it normally does. It has a sprinkles cupcake of your choice.
Okay. So
red velvet, gluten-free.
Okay.
For us.
I love it.
And for those who don't know, we're obsessed. And second, it's going to have a little Disney plate filled of chocolate caramels, which we still cannot find at the park.
Okay.
We have a ton of listeners on the lookout for us, which you all know who you are. Thank you very much.
Yeah, seriously.
It's also going to have a little, kind of like a little bucket filled of Disney popcorn, as well as some fruit and some hot cocoa.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I love your custom plate.
Thank you. It's going to be a little plate. It's going to be beautiful, all gluten-friendly. It's going to be awesome. It also includes a cozy chair. Not an uncomfortable chair.
A cozy one.
A blanket and a PhotoPass photographer for 15 minutes.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Is this package like $1,400?
No, it's actually only $25.99.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
This is Caitlin's Fantasyland.
Yes.
Okay.
And by the way, the hot chocolate, if you've never had that at Disney, please get it. It is literally the best hot cocoa you'll ever have.
I do think it's like a little extra magic because you're in the parks.
No, I'm telling you. The cruise.
It's water-based. That's my problem. If they used milk, way better.
No, it's still amazing. I have to say, even
all right,
the Disney Cruise Line, it's the best. It tastes different on there.
It's good.
Yeah. Okay, so we've done all that. We've had all the foods, all the goods. We've had our blanket. We watched World of Color. Now, not the new World of Color. I want the OG World of Color because I don't know if we're going to like the new one yet. We haven't seen it. We're avoiding spoilers.
Yeah, we're trying to avoid anything. The only thing we've heard is that I've just heard it's not as good as the OG one. So.
Right. So we're going to watch that one. Now, normally people are going to take this time to go back to their hotel, go to sleep. We, however, are not because the park is still going to be open. We are going to head over to the pier to play the pier games.
Oh, fun.
Which we've done this once before, and Caleb actually won me a Heimlich, the little caterpillar from Bug's Life. He's one of my favorites. You cannot find him anywhere except for this location at this little pier game.
Yeah, and it's like seasonal almost. He wasn't there last time. It was someone else.
Yeah, it was. They had other Bug's Life.
Yeah.
So anyway, all the pier games, there's different ones that you can play. The one that Caleb did where you throw the ball in like the little hole.
Yeah.
You have to get 3 of them to get the prize. I have a video on Instagram somewhere where you got that. But love that. But there's one that I really want to do. It is the Wally one. I think it's where you squirt the water in the hole and try and like win the prize.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We saw this last time and you can win a little Wally, and I love Wally, so I would love to be able to do that. So I was hoping you could do that for me.
Okay. No pressure.
But it's really fun to do that. You can, there's a little machine where I believe it gives you a little game card.
Yeah. So you can't just like swipe your credit card at the game or anything. You go and load up basically. Yes. Like Caitlin said, a game card, I think it's like $5 a play. So you have to be pretty confident you're going to win
right.
in a couple of games, or else it makes absolutely no sense because they're not like the most high quality things in the world. It's fun though, right?
Yeah.
It's part of the experience. And so I think it's $5 every play. So if you've got a family, it can kind of give you an expensive game day.
Right.
But it's
But
worth
it's
it's
fun
fun.
to do.
It's worth doing at least once.
You know, it's a nice environment too. You hear the Incredicoaster, like the music, and it's nice.
It's fun.
I loved it. So after we do that, we are going to start ending the night, and we are going to head back to the Grand Californian. And as I've mentioned before multiple times on the podcast, our dream room is a room overlooking Grizzly River Run.
Yes.
So I would love to head back to the hotel. I was thinking that we could put cozy pajamas on, and then we'll open like the slider so that we could hear I don't think they run the water, like the park noise. You know how like Grizzly River Run has like the sound?
Yeah.
I don't think they have
that
going.
Hear it from there probably though.
But I'm hoping they just play it because I want to be able to hear it. And then I want to watch either The Princess and the Frog or WALL-E to end the night.
I love it.
Thank you.
Caitlin has a fantastic date night.
Thank you.
Is this actually happening?
I don't know. I won't.
The very custom dessert plate is going to happen.
Okay, what'd you think of that?
I love it. I mean, like if that existed, I would totally pay for the dessert package. Like if they could do something like that, I would without a doubt pay for it. But what my reservation is I was looking, I'm like, okay, it's like a piece of cantaloupe and whatever.
Yes. So for those of you with food allergies, the World of Color package, there are options. It is not as good as what regular people can have.
Yeah.
As last time I checked, you can have like some sort of chocolate muffin and fruit and cheese.
And it's like $100 some a person.
Yes. In total, I think for the both of us, it would be $179, and that includes tip.
So nearly $200. And that
because you do have to tip, and there is tax.
Oh yeah, so, I get that. I think 18% is built in, and you can tip on top of that if you want to.
However, it's not just the dessert. You do get, I think there's water, hot cocoa, and two alcoholic beverages that you get. So again,
I get it.
It's still very expensive, but you have to think you are getting 2 alcoholic beverages if you're going to consume both of those, plus hot cocoa, water, a full plate of.
Stomach's gonna hurt after this. I don't know if I'm going to be feeling very well.
This is why I say
I love
hot cocoa. You get your sprinkles cupcake,
popcorn.
Your popcorn, and the popcorn is just so good. And the cozy blanket and a little photo pass photographer.
I love it.
It'd just be awesome.
Okay, Caitlin, that was fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us this week. That was a blast. We had a lot of fun sharing our ideas for a dream date night. What are your ideas for a date night? Again, like I said, share them on Instagram for us, to us. Yeah. And, let us know what you do.
Yeah, let us know, and then we'll share them definitely on stories. And, it's always fun to hear your feedback on everything. So, again, like Caleb mentioned, let us know.
Please do.
Or whose date night, even better, whose date night would you pick? Would you pick? No,
they're going to pick yours. Yours is better.
No, they would not.
Yes, they would.
The people like you.
Okay. Anyways, thank you so much for listening. It's been a blast hanging out with you guys today. Thank you so much. You can find us over on Instagram at Market House Podcast and Twitter at Market House Pod. Make sure to follow us over there for pictures from the park and exciting news and announcements. Consider leaving a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Giant help to the show. Remember to use our Getaway Today link for your future trip bookings. Check out the episode details for that link.
As well as don't forget to get 15% off your entire purchase at Wishes & Co. with Market House 15 as your code. That is ending quite soon, so make sure you head over there and get some awesome stuff.
This month only, February. You guys got to get over there and use that code and get 15% off. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Bye.